Diane in Denmark here. I've got the timer running. It's Friday, and you know, Friday in Flylady land is date night. Fill up your car with petrol. I'll be doing that later when I'm out driving in the car. And also tidying out your purse, handbag, you know the score. Now I have been procrastinating on tidying out this bag. It's a swimming bag, but not the swimming bag that you've seen before, not the swimming bag that I use when I go down to the sea for my sea swim in the morning. This is a bag which stays at the swimming club that I'm a member of, and we're allowed to have one of these bags. They're all the same, everybody's got the same bag, and they've got numbers on them, and they're stored there over the summer. And that means that, you know, if you want to be down at the bathing club when the weather is nice in the summer, you can have some items in here and have them in storage. You don't keep valuables or anything in it. Now, this year has been a dreadful summer, so when I've been down at the bathing club, it's normally in the morning for my skinny dip. I'm out, have my cup of tea with my friends, and then onwards. So I can't actually remember what is in this bag. And now, of course, because the swimming club is closed to the public, it's only for members now because we're into the winter season. It's only the diehards who are still swimming. We have to remove them because then they use the storage room for other things. You know, they take down some of the bathing bridges and those away. So I brought this home, but I haven't actually looked into it. I've been procrastinating on it. So if you want to go ahead and tidy out your purse, your stroller, you know, the pram, sports bag, do whatever you like. I'm going to be around here for about 15 minutes. I've got a friend coming round, and then I'm heading out for appointments. So I'm just going to do what I can in 15 minutes. I've also got my swimming bag, my daily swimming bag for my daily skinny dip. I'm going to be putting that into a winter bag, and then I've also got my little handbag, which has quite a lot of receipts from IKEA in it. So I'm just going to get started. Go ahead and do what you're doing. Now, this might be interesting. I don't know what's in here. But first thing I can see is, because actually all these things were basically from last summer that I've put away. This is actually a rug. Isn't it nice? It's a quilt that one of my neighbours in Scotland made for my daughter when she was born. She wasn't sure if it was going to be a boy or a girl. And it's Paddington. And this is one that we used to keep in our pram. And now I just keep it as an extra rug for when we're down at the bathing club. You can kind of put this down and then put your towel down and lie if the sun is shining. So that will be going back into the bag. That's all right. And then, I like to keep my things, you know, in Ziploc bags, because that way, you know, I can just pull out what I need. And this one I can see are magazines. I think they're Swedish. Yeah. And actually, these magazines are from 2013. I picked them up when we're on a holiday somewhere. You know, when you go on a holiday and they have like a little library where you can put in your magazines. And I was just learning Swedish at the time. And actually, I'll still read those because, you know, magazines, it's the same things, the same stories that they have all the time. And I haven't read these since last year, and my Swedish is a lot better because I'm going to Swedish night classes. So those are allowed to go back in. This is extra cups, plastic cups, and serviettes. Because sometimes, you know, if we take down a bottle of cold water, it's quite nice. You know, sometimes I would take the kids, but as I say, this year we haven't really been there at all. The weather has been so dreadful. But those can go back in. Kitchen roll. What would you do with that? Kitchen roll. Keep that there. More plastic cups. Actually, those ones can go for beer pong for another of my son's teenage parties. I don't need so many cups. Hairbrush, always need that, because even, there we go, hold on, I'm not looking this morning. Even in the summer, sometimes we have big waves. Ooh. Okay, now this is my emergency kit for the swimming club. I've got sunspray in here. Oh, I've got an old lipstick. Actually, I'll ditch that. And I've got some spare, just a couple of coins. It's not much money. I wouldn't leave anything of value in this bag because, you know, the lockers, it's not a locked thing. Everybody just has their, you know, extra towel or pillow or whatever they want to have in it. I've gotten some sun cream. I've got some hankies, and I've got a couple of coins, you know, for, there we are, you see our money? That's 20 krona, and see, our money has holes in it. You can make, if you ever visit Denmark and you don't know what to do with your coins when you come home, you can make necklaces because they've got holes in the middle. And I keep some extra coins in there because if we're down there in the summer, they sell, you know, tea and coffee and ice cream in the summer. So I just leave that in there, and I've got some body lotion. That's okay. I can see the zip of this has broken, so that can go out, and metal inside out. That's okay, that can stay. Always have an extra pair of flip-flops. These were some old flip-flops that I have. And I don't throw my flip-flops away because I always need my flip-flops. I like to have something on my feet. So those can stay in there. Oh, baby wipes, yeah. And, oh, an extra towel. And you can see it's not a fancy towel. It's something that we must have got. I think we got it with a video. But it's always nice to have an extra towel. Because in the summer, if I am passing by the swimming club, I can just, you know, grab this bag, a towel, and then I don't need to have anything with me at all. Right, yeah. Oh, hold on, some more coins there. We don't need so many coins. That's going to go out and into our, we've got a glass jar that we keep in the hall. So I can go there. So actually nothing, that can all kind of be kept there for another season. Go me. But as I said, I haven't really used this bag because the weather, you know, the summer weather has been so awful. Okay, so that was that one. How are we doing for time? Yeah. Okay, well then I'll get on to my current, my daily swimming bag. There we are. Put that away. And this I will store away with the sports bags and swimming bags that you saw before in another decluttering video. Right, on to the next one. In fact, I think I'll do my handbag first. Okay, oh, hold on. Let me just, I forgot to get my bin ready. Right, I've got my bin for recycling and for trash. Okay, snotty hanky, bin. And now I've got some receipts. I won't show you those, for any information on them. The great thing about, they're all from IKEA. The great thing about these new apps that you can get on your telephone from stores is that IKEA now have an app. Oh, hold on, this is just, I don't need 3 different colours of lipsticks. I'm going to keep those 2 and not this one, don't need this one. So that will go back with my lipstick stash. If you saw the video that I did yesterday, I was going through all my makeup. Actually, that's it. And you know what's in my bag? You know, my little Swiss Army card and my wallet. I won't show you any cards. And actually, I'll keep 20 krona in there. And that's it. And a pen. And that is me and my my comb. Woohoo, go me. Yeah, I was saying to you about the receipts. A lot of our stores now, that they are producing their own apps. And like I said about IKEA, all your, if you're kind of logged in when you buy your things with your IKEA card, the receipts are on the app. So that way you don't need to keep all the bits of paper. And if you're returning things to IKEA, remember they've got a kind of lifetime guarantee, you can easily find it instead of keeping all those bits of paper. It's the same with one of our department stores called Makassing. Right, next up. Yeah, we've got a few minutes left. Woohoo! Okay, this is my winter swimming bag, and the thing that I love about this, I got it as a Christmas present, was it last year? Yeah, something that I chose for myself and wrapped it up, and it was from the kids. It's made by, we have a workshop close to us for adults who are have various disabilities, and they make really cool things and beautiful boxes and notebooks. And they had woven these, and I don't know if you can guess what it is woven out of. You know, I love anything that's recycled. And it's really nicely stitched inside. It's a really good bag. It's made out of old VHS tapes. Do you remember VHS tapes? Do you still have some of those? Do you need to declutter them? Well, they took you can take the VHS tapes. You can actually see on the zip here, they've kept a little bit so you can see it. VHS tapes woven, and it gives this really kind of sparkly finish to the bag. So that's my that was my Christmas present. So what I'm doing is I'm now decanting my summer swimming bag into my winter one, because now the weather is getting cold, dark, rainy, and I don't want kind of rain getting into my bag. So towel, you've seen this 100 times before. Where is it? My Doctor Who towel. I know, I look a bit silly down at the swimming club with a Doctor Who towel. To be honest, I don't think half the Danes down there know what it is, because they don't really have Doctor Who here. Right, oh, ching ching. Don't worry, it's not a bottle of gin. It's cups, because we always have our glass of hot tea when we're finished and a fruit bar. And it's my turn to take the thermos flask of tea this time. So there's a third glass. Right. Flip-flops, remember you just saw my other flip-flops, these are the current flip-flops, and I've got some upstairs and some at our Swedish cabin, so those are a definite. These are, oh, that's just tea bags in a little box to keep them fresh and keep the sand and seaweed off them. I've got a brush that my daughter bought in Paris, isn't that cute? And she kind of grew out of it, but it's one of those ones that you can kind of pop out, so that's good. Doesn't take up much space in my bag. Oh, changing. And then I've also got another one of these creams for if we get stung by stinging jellyfish or a bee, whatever. That's going to stay. Pack up hankies. A little shopper bag, because sometimes when I'm on my way back on the bike from swimming, I stop off at the grocery store. That is old kind of food things. That is going to go, I'm going to go through that later. I'll put that in the kitchen. An extra brush, I don't need to keep that here. That is a put away somewhere else. Asthma inhaler. And my keys. This can go inside the bag. The keys to the swimming club. Oh, more snotty hankies in the bin. Those are the opening hours of the bathing club, when we can take the kids. And the rest, there we go. Oh, okay, I've got I always set this timer for, about 13 minutes. A chapstick, I'm keeping that. Oh, this is my little Eau de Maison. That's something that I really wear in the summer. It's a summer smell, so that will go away back in my bedroom. Cream, nice smell of lavender, because we always put on some cream when we're finished swimming. I know we don't shower once we come out the sea, and that's it. We dry ourselves off. It's not very salty, the sea here, and I think it's good for the skin. And then we have some, oh hold on, that's an extra card for the supermarket. I won't show you what that is. Some old sun cream, but that has been in my bag for ages. That is going out. And some extra tissues, those can stay in there. And what is this? Oh yeah, an extra 20 krona, that can stay in there. For some reason I've got a candle, must have been somebody's birthday. Some mints that have fallen out. Bits of paper, and that is basically it. Yay, go me. So I'll just give this a little shake outside, and that is basically it. Yay, I did it. Okay. Right, that's me kind of tidied out all my bags. I hope you managed to get yours done too. Remember, it is Friday, so make sure and do something nice for you, your significant other. As I've said to you before, we don't go on date night. We actually like staying in, my husband and me. But I always buy our favourite snacks, drinks, and you know, in Denmark, Friday night is a big thing because at 7 o'clock they show a program which is called Disney Show, or Disney Fun as it is in Danish. And it's all old Disney cartoons and new Disney cartoons. It's roughly an hour. You know, it's Phineas and Ferb, and then the really old Donald Duck ones. And on a Friday night, that's where, you know, the whole of Denmark is kind of watching that program. And we still have it going on in the background, you know, because the kids, you know, mine are 15 and 17. They don't really watch it, but it's just a tradition here. And on Friday night, that's when Danish kids get a bowl of sweets. Candy, because normally Danish kids, they hopefully don't eat sweets the rest of the week, but on Friday, Disney show, bowl of sweets, the grown-ups are kind of, you know, crisps and red wine, and that is Friday night in Denmark. And as I say, we don't kind of, well, we do watch Phineas and Ferb. Everybody can always watch Phineas and Ferb. But it's just one of those traditions, it's just a hyggelig thing, you know, it's a cozy thing to do on a Friday night. So that is what we will be doing tonight. Anyway, I'm going to keep it short here. 15 minutes is up. Hope you got some decluttering done, whether it was your purse or your stroller, handbag, whatever it is. Have a great weekend and see you very soon. Live long and prosper. Goodbye from Diane in Denmark.